Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People's Show. Take the pulse of Husker Nation. Brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday on Tuesday was Nebraska's Pro Day. Several former Huskers got the opportunity to show what they could do in front of pro scouts. Now, the Pro Day is really two things. If you went to the NFL Combine, it's an opportunity for you to improve on any particular number or area where you weren't maybe thrilled how it went at the Combine. You don't need to do everything again. If you didn't like how you did in bench press, you can say, forget the 40, I'm going to do the bench. If you like how you did in bench and you didn't like your 40, you say, I'm going to forget the bench, the 20-yard shuttle, the vert, the broad jump, and I'm going to do the 40. Okay? Now, if you weren't able to go to the NFL Combine, this is your big opportunity to do everything and show the scouts what you can do and put on display your athletic ability, okay, with the coaches and GMs right there, up close and personal. All right? And you got all the drills, the 40, the vert, the broad jump, the bench. Anything you do at the Combine, you do it here, okay? And you also have a lot of the individual specific drills. Now, coaches sometimes have more say. It's pretty much generic what they do at the NFL Combine. Sometimes in NFL Pro Days, okay, at these particular colleges and universities, the NFL coach is a little bit more hands-on, and they're the actual ones running the drills sometimes that they're particularly interested in you. I know they're running them at the Combine, but they do the same drills every year. Your Pro Day could be different. You don't always know what's going to be thrown at you at your Pro Day. So you got to be a little bit more on your toes there. Now, at this point in time, here are some of the results that we know. Okay, DiCaprio Boodle had himself a pretty good day. This was a guy that was fast in high school. This is a guy that's always been athletic, always had a lot of ability. Okay, that's why he came to Nebraska. That's why he was offered at Nebraska. Some of his results are this. 36.5 broad jump, 10 foot 6 inches. I'm sorry, 36.5 broad jump would be, wow, he'd be the number one pick overall. A 36.5 vertical jump, okay, his broad jump was still very good. 10 foot 6 inches, okay. 16 bench press reps at 225, which is pretty good for a defensive back. All right, and then his 40-yard dash, 4.38. Now, he talked about, before the Pro Day, how he wanted to run a 4.3 40-yard dash. It really didn't mean anything. Everyone wants to run fast, and everyone proclaims they're going to run fast, or at least some guys do. He actually went out and ran fast. He had himself a pretty good day. Some of the other results we know, okay, former offensive lineman for the Huskers, Matt Farniok, really good vertical. For an offensive lineman, 33 inches. That's quite impressive. Okay, he had a 5.2 40-yard dash, nothing wrong with that. 28 reps on the bench press at 225 pounds. If you're a lineman, especially offensive lineman, you always want to be somewhere, your goal is somewhere between 30 and 40 reps. And obviously, if you can do more than 40, that's great. But that's always kind of your goals between 30 and 40. Brendan Hymas, former Husker offensive lineman, 30.5-inch vertical jump. That's really impressive. Anytime you hit 30 as a lineman, lineman, that's pretty good. Okay, 25 on the bench press. So those two guys, what they showed is good explosion. Okay, that vertical, that's explosion, that's first step quickness. So if you're a team who's running a zone scheme type offense and you're going side to side and you're trying to position block and get defensive linemen out of their gaps, those two guys showed that they may be a good fit for your scheme. All right, the power schemes, the knock 'em back schemes, you want a little bit higher reps on those bench press numbers, but they certainly showed they got that explosion and the ability to be explosive. Dedrick Mills, 32.5-inch vert, 13 reps on the bench press, and his goal was to run in the 4.5s for the 40-yard dash. That was the only thing he cared about. He flat out said, I don't care about nothing else. I need to run in the 4.5s for the 40-yard dash, and he ran in the high 4.5s in the 40-yard dash, so he's got to be happy. Jack Stoll, all right, Jack Stoll, 31.5-inch vert, 16 on the bench, 4.6 40-yard dash, which is very respectable for a tight end. So some of these guys, I'm sure they're happy with some of the numbers. Just as any competitor, you're always like, oh, I could do better in some of these other areas. But this was their opportunity. This was their opportunity to show what they could do. Some guys showed some good explosion. Some guys showed good speed. All right, this was their opportunity. So I'm sure they got to chat with the coaches, the individual drills. Pro days tend to be a little bit more up close and personal rather than coaches in the stands unless they're running the drills. So I wish these guys all the best of luck going forward in their NFL endeavors. Go Big Red, and always remember to throw the bones. Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.